Hey you guys, this is your girl Najwa. Welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, I'm so happy you're here. If you're new to my channel, please do me a favor. Go ahead, hit the like and subscribe button, hit the bell so you know whenever I post a video. So guys, we need to talk about Britney Spears' autobiography. Autobiography. Oh my god, it's a struggle today. Her memoir. So basically, Britney Spears is writing a memoir and it's set to release soon. But now there are delays because essentially people are saying that she's speaking about past relationships with people she's had in Hollywood back in her past. And there have been some legal issues for that. Some of those people have brought forth legal concerns. There's talk about her conservatorship, and people are saying that Jamie Spears wants to get Britney Spears back in a conservatorship. Hashtag free Britney. Don't forget it. And I just want to talk about this a little bit because I'm actually writing a book myself about finding love as a millennial, and I give advice to other millennials in this book about finding love in this new day and age where we live, where everything is basically put on the table for the court of public opinion to sort of, give their 2 cents about. You guys know, I've said on my channel before, I fully support Britney Spears. Hashtag free Britney all the way. And I think that her life, I really think that she is like the modern version of Judy Garland. And let me elaborate on that a little bit. Judy Garland was basically thrown into this life of celebrity, just working 24/7, dancing her little butt off for America and abroad her whole life since she was a child, since she was like 13 years old. They had her smoking cigarettes, taking diet pills, eating less than 200 calories a day or something like that, for these extreme practices to basically keep her skinny and keep her performing, And as we know, she died very young at like 47 or something because unfortunately, unlike Britney Spears, Judy Garland didn't put her foot down. She didn't say, hey, I'm not going to take this. I'm a human being. I'm a person. I'm not just, a gerbil on a wheel. She said that towards her later years, but unfortunately, by the time she hit her mid-40s, she looked like a woman well into her 60s. I mean, she was basically, her body just basically shut down from all the years of abuse, that lifestyle had put into her.
I'm very self-conscious about talking about myself. But I think I've got something to write about at last. If you like it, you'll like it. If you don't like it, you won't like it. But you won't be able to take it lightly any more than I've been able to take it lightly. I've laughed at myself when I should have cried. And I've cried because I had every reason. I got damn mad. I'm an angry lady. I'm a lady who is angry. I'm been insulted, slandered, humiliated, but still America's sweetheart. Now, I'm a rather intelligent, I think, and I'm emotional, yeah. I'm a woman. I'm emotional. I'm not something you wind up and put on a stage that sings Carnegie Hall album and you put her in a closet and forget to invite her to the party that's given for her. The ages leave her behind. I'm mad. I am mad enough. And yet still very self-conscious, but I'm going to write a book and I'm going to talk because I can do something besides sing, I don't always have to sing a song. There is something besides The Man That Got Away or Over the Rainbow or the trolley song. There's a woman. There are 3 children. There's me. There's a lot of life going here.
Britney Spears' own family placed this woman under a conservatorship, not for her own well-being, okay? She had some mental health struggles, but that was not what this 10-year conservatorship was about. This was keeping her working, keeping her providing for everyone. Everyone was provided for except for Britney, okay? And I'm so glad that she, along with some loyal fans, stepped forward to get her out of that thing. And people want to put her back in it. this memoir, as I've been writing my book and I've been giving pieces of my own life, which this should come out very soon. So for those of you here on my channel, if you're interested in reading, it should be here really soon. I'm hoping by summer. But I basically have had to go down that road of my whole dating life, because when I met my husband, I felt like I had given up on love, and he had the same thing. Like, it is not easy for us young people growing up in this day and age. And I think baby boomers don't realize that. A lot of baby boomers and older individuals, they want to label millennials and Gen Zers as entitled and lazy and all of this stuff. But it has not been easy for us. And the torch bearers who are supposed to be mentoring us and leading us into being leaders in our own respect, giving us the wisdom and the guidance that we need to do it successfully, they're not doing it. Britney Spears and her father is not exactly a reflection of society, but it is a good example of that. How, the older generation and a younger one, the older generation is more judging the younger generation than actually giving them the tools at their disposal to become the next leaders of this day and age. And that's why you see, I feel like in politics, at least in the US, I see it reflected in France, I see it reflected in the UK, I see it reflected in Australia. The old guys, the old wigs are still pretty much in power, while the young people are just sort of puppets, and it's really not fair. I think in this day and age, we have really lost touch with our humanity. The fact that you can hop on social media and you can say things so easily, that right there, a few bad eggs has ruined it for all of us. Because I, for one, really enjoy Britney Spears' social media posts. People just go on there, say she's crazy. They say she is a dungeon Britney, that she's a clone and not the real Britney Spears. They say she looks hideous. They disparage her looks. They disparage her dancing. And it's not human to behave that way. It really isn't. That is something else. And the fact that, social media is so rudimentary right now, that the algorithms don't really work to stop this online bullying and harassment and culture of just picking apart everything. The anti-fan sort of culture, that's something that needs to be taken a look at. The algorithms need to be taken a look at. It's not right. And what's even worse is that fans and anti-fans can sort of be all wrapped up in the same thing. And for that reason, Britney Spears had to disable the comments on her Instagram. And if you've noticed, if you're like me and you follow her Instagram pretty regularly, lately she has not been putting her captions on the Instagram. And for those of us who actually support Britney, who actually want to see her live her best life, those captions were the best part of it, because it was one way that we could actually just connect with her and make sure that everything is okay. You want to send an ambulance to Britney Spears' house for 5150 checkup and stuff to see if she's okay, but at the same time you're on her Instagram disparaging her looks, disparaging her dancing, telling her she's crazy. What do you expect? I mean, it's like we don't know boundaries today. It's like we don't know boundaries, and we get this, tough guy and tough girl mentality on social media when it's nameless, it's faceless. We feel like we can say whatever we want. I get the same thing on my channel, obviously on a much lower scale. This is a small, growing community, but I get the same thing, and for the person who really doesn't have a strong resolve, it can be a little bit difficult. She also, there was something recently talking about her and Sam making an effort to reconnect with her sons, because we know that her relationships with her sons has been one of contention in the past. And I don't know. I feel like Kevin has been sort of complicit in this whole thing. He's been a part of that culture that has, knocked Britney Spears down. And I don't want to keep harping back on this Judy Garland thing. But, Britney Spears could be a Judy Garland. She could be an Aaron Carter. The fact that she has stepped up for herself and said, no, I'm going to tell my truth my way, That is the only thing that separates her from people who have succumbed to that, who have succumbed to those pressures, and they cracked. They cracked under the pressure. I am like, Britney, girl, you keep going. You tell your truth. You tell your truth, because the moment that you let people who really have no sort of, they don't even have any really real connection with what you do, you know, when you let them break you down and silence you, you have lost the game. And so now that Britney Spears has silenced them and she's turned her comments off on her Instagram, they really don't like that. They really, really don't like that. So you see the irony here that I'm getting to. It doesn't work out. I want to read you guys a couple of words from an article that I found, and I really, really would love to hear your thoughts on it. I think I'm going to do a deeper dive into this article because it really was very eye-opening for me. So this article is called Influencers and Anti-Fans. It is an article that was posted on The Real Life, May of 2019. This is written by Brooke Aaron Duffy and Kate M. Miltner. And it says, Influencers and Anti-Fans, how anger at the status quo becomes misdirected at social media figures. Guys, if your life is crappy, don't be going over here pointing it at my girl Britney. Stop. If your life, if there's something that's lacking in your life, go seek the support you need. Stop displacing your hate towards celebrities, because they're people too. So, it says, fame shaming has long been a feature of the celebrity industrial complex. Throughout the 20th century, gossip magazines, tabloid TV shows, and lurid tell-alls cashed in on the misdeeds of famous actors and musicians. Though a handful of celebrities seem to capitalize on their anti-establishment reputations, the stars behaving badly trope has typically superseded any particular star persona. Rather, in spotlighting celebrities' wrongdoings, media outlets have served as moral arbitrators, reinforcing social sanctions by identifying norm transgressions, especially those linked to gender, race, and class. In other words, that's a big, hefty way to say that you are being used. Okay, trolls out there, people who are just, putting kind of nasty, snippy, passive-aggressive comments on influencers' channels, on celebrities' channels. You are a part of a machine, okay? An algorithm is feeding you stuff to get angry, to get fearful, to get envious, to get jealous. And you're playing into that, and you don't have to. I'm just here, I'm just a truth seeker, okay? And I'm not better than anyone. I'm not different than anyone. But as someone who works in marketing, who works in tech, I just want to tell you that sometimes your anger might be directed at something else completely different than you think it is. So it goes on to say, today, of course, Instagrammers and TikTokers have joined the celebrity pantheon, and the wide-angle paparazzi lens that seeks to pierce the veneer of the slickly manufactured celebrity image is now joined by a high-res microscope operated by internet sleuths. And peeling back the Photoshop layers on social media posts, digitally networked audience, much like their legacy media precursors, attempt to deconstruct the artifice of public figures in a bid to uncover who they really are. Among the social media personalities under recent public scrutiny, an influencer socialite accused of doctoring her Instagram posts, a TikTok comedian who flaunted a partnership with the controversial fashion retailer Shein, and a beauty influencer who was cringeworthy message strewn with typos. Okay, so this is from 2022, so that's less relevant here. I'm going to go on down. So it says, the impossibility of having it all seems to motivate a lot of anti-fans' critique. Like I said, guys, if you're having difficulty in your life, don't send displaced hate towards celebrities, because you know what you're doing. That one post, that one reply, that one comment might not seem like that big of a deal to you, but you're adding to a bigger culture, and there's no policing that's going to happen for right now. There's no censorship that's going to happen, so you have to be responsible to censor yourself. So You know, I am fully in support of Britney Spears telling her truth, and I really hope that people allow her to do that because she's been silenced for so long, and she's been just the target of a lot of hate that really is unwarranted. So, I really would know. I would love to know what you guys think in the comments. Is it just me who feels like, you know, social media, we got to start self-policing? Is it just me? So let me know what you think in the comments. And again, if you're new to this channel, hit the like and subscribe button, hit the bell so you know whenever I post a video. And I'll see you next time. Okay, bye guys. Bye-bye. Bye.